Hi, the doctor's in. Welcome to the third and final installment of qualifying, searching, and selecting a home with the underlying questions of who, what, when, where, why, and how. Today, we're in the selecting part, and this is where we've qualified, we have a realtor, we've put in some criteria of what to search for, and we've come up with some choices, and we're about to make an offer. So these are the who, what, when, where, why, and how. This is the exciting part. Who is, and it's you, and the person that's selling the house, if in this case you are the buyer. And the who is pretty important because behind the who is the why. And lots of times that comes down to family, occupation, recreation, and dreams, the old Ford acronym. And those can be guides of, why are you buying, why are you selling, why are you making an offer on this particular house is really where we're at. And you have a list of your where do you want to live? What amenities do you want nearby? And you've made those choices about how far from are you going to be able to go from your daily activities, whether it's you leave the home for work, that is a thing still. How far is your travels, if that is something that you're going to do? And where's your family? How are you getting your family to where they need to be along in this journey? Those who, what, guide a lot of the rest of the questions as to where, why, how. And so in the identification of that, once you've found the home that you want to make an offer on, you always want to figure out what the motivation of the seller is. We always ask that question, well, why are they selling, right? And taking that into consideration, what we really know is that they no longer want to live in this home. So you're like, ooh, this is the one I want to live in. What's wrong with it, right? So what you need to do is make sure your realtor, right, in the negotiation gets an inspection, right? So you know what's up, right? A lot of people today are slipping all kinds of stuff onto the market rather in hopes that they can unleash it. Let's be quite frank, brutal, and honest, right? So in your protection of your own interests, right, you're going to want to negotiate in a home inspection. And what after the home inspection, this is, you're still processing, you're kicking the tires around in this house, right? This is the second time you've been in. You're a realtor, you should go with your, this is something that you should do. This is a home that you're going to live in. And you're going to want to hear firsthand what the inspector has to say about what are the issues of the home, right? Always there's going to be something, right? Whether it is roof, electrical, the water heater, right? The big how are things running in the house need to be checked out, and they need to then be negotiated because there's going to be something wrong. There's going to be something that needs to be fixed. In this time right now, we're still closing at 30 and 40 days. Will somebody be able to come in and fix it? No, not at all, right? That's where the realtor recognizes the market and then guides you to an equitable solution, which most likely is going to be credits, and fighting for those, right? Because no one's going to come in and make the repairs on time, closing in 30, 40 days. That's not happening in this market, right? We have a limited amount of inventory. We have a limited amount of people that are willing to come in and do the work in the time needed to get that done. So we're not doing repairs anymore. It's not really a thing. We're offering credits, right? And when you have someone that is in this market aggressively working for you, things generally tend to work out, right? And that's where I come in. That is the essence of the negotiation, and the art of the deal is wrapped up in how are we going to get you into this house in the next couple weeks with the underlying conditions that are there, right? Because generally what we're finding is not everyone is keeping up with their maintenance, right? And we don't want you, when we're together, paying for someone else's deferred maintenance. That's not going to happen on my watch, right? And you also have to be realistic about the house that you are negotiating for. Like, you want this house, you better want it, right? Because that's where you're going to live, and it better be the way you want it to be, in the condition that is presentable to you in all possibility as you go through. So those are the big conditions on the who, the what, the why, the where, the when, and the how, right? The how is also wrapped up in the negotiations. How is this going to play out, right? And you need somebody on your side, especially in this day and age, right? We're seeing less and less for sale by owner because those don't generally work out for people. There's lots of stuff to do, lots of paperwork to do behind the scenes that you're gonna need somebody to take care of for you. So if that's the case and you're looking, or you know someone who is, let me know. I would love to help them. Thank you so much for you being you, you tuning in, and peace to you and to your family, and happy holidays. Hope you found this video series to be good, in-depth, and educational. Peace.